square root of 9 plus 4y. Okay? Quantity over 2. So we have solved for x. X equals 7 plus or minus the square root of 9 plus 4y over 2. Now, we want this answer to be positive. Okay? Why? Because given the equation, we want the interval to be 3 to infinity. 3 is positive. Okay? So we can't have a negative value here. So we're going to choose the positive root. So we're going to say x equals 7 plus the square root of 9 plus 4y over 2. Alright, so we have solved. Step 2, replace your x values with y's and your y values with x's. So, now this x will become y. This y will become x. Y equals 7 plus the square root of 9 plus 4x over 2. That is the inverse function of x. 7 plus the square root of 9 plus 4x quantity over 2 is the inverse function of x squared minus 7x plus 10. Our last step, replace our y with inverse function. The inverse of f of x equals 7 plus the square root of 9 plus 4x. I'll box it off for you. All divided by 2. This is our final answer. The inverse f of x is 7 plus the square root of 9 plus 4x all over 2. Alright, time for one more. Okay, so I don't have a lot of space here, so I'm going to use this space. I'm not going to go through every single step, because you have to study. You know what's going on. Yeah, don't want to mess that up. Okay, so example 2. We have y equals x cubed plus 7. Okay, our first step, solve for x. Alright, so 0 equals x cubed plus 7 minus y. And I guess, one instance, a better way to say we're solving for x would be to add another step before that step, which would say create a quadratic. That's basically what you're doing. Apparently this at first does not look like you're solving for x. Use the quadratic equation like this. Okay? So ax, in this case is cubed, plus, actually, one note. These steps are interchangeable. Sometimes one may be easier than the other. Actually, in this case, it actually would be easier to go ahead and replace your values. We're going to go ahead and do that, because this method will be much simpler. And that's one note. You want to kind of reverse steps 1 and 2, depending on what you recognize will be more difficult. So whatever is the most easiest for you, the easiest, you want to do that. So in example 1, it was easier to solve for x first and then replace the values. Now look at this, we can't necessarily do the quadratic equation because we don't have ax squared plus bx plus c. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and replace the x values first. So we have y we have x equals y cubed plus 7. Right? So we want to solve for y so we get it back in our y form. So x minus 7 equals y cubed. Alright? And so now, as you can see, it's now easier. You take the cubed root of both sides. Now you're left with y equals cubed root x minus 7. That equals x minus 7 to the 1/3. Place your values. Place your y. Inverse function of x equals x minus 7 to the cube root, or x minus 7 to the 1/3. As you can see, that is how you, part of you want to say, oh, find inverse function. Oh, I'm simply putting the function in terms of x. But no, that is not the inverse function. I know because that's what I did on the test, because I was thinking about the fact that the inverse function is going to have to be the flip over one of the axes. This is just a simple method, simple steps to show you how to find the inverse function of any given function. That's just 2 methods and more, but generally this is the strategy you're going to take in solving for the inverse function. Thank you. And I'm Kelvin Slaughter, GTID 902.